Beef, why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the
who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart, okay? It's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam, okay? I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask to interview Tommy.
in all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face? I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No, what?
Especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time, screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume drawing. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melons.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh, God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melons.
Oh, there you go.
But like, it just
hard at work.
This
is hard at work.
Messed up now.
Your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chasing off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh wow.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get ready.
Get ready for the live now. While I'm trying to get my job.
There's a reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you were about to get canceled. You already know.
Mom!
Yes, honey?
It happened again!
Did you have your mask on?
I always have my mask on.
Oh, I'm not the one.
I already hold you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
no,
this. You don't want
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves? Oh wow, you're
smoke you do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting network. And she's stalking.
Doing a text at work, right? Because this is my job.
No,
my job while we're talking. So
you know what
multitasking.
You know what the reality is? She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Who guessed? Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God!
All right. Restart the stream. Restart.
Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Jeremy, I just reached 5K.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
It really doesn't matter.
While you're here, if you'd like to consider memberships, it's only 99 cents.
Rip away, my friend. Rip away.
Because, man.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. I thought I'd bring you a mad reaction tonight. I crashed after work. Oh my God. I couldn't help myself. You know, when I watched something good, I'm like, what is the spin going to be? What can they attack on this? And I looked at last night and I'm like, I know because of Roe v. Wade being overturned, they're going to, but yes, who is this moronic to now say childbirth is woke? Childbirth is woke. Medieval childbirth, when they didn't have anesthesia or all current medicine, now it's woke as well. Why did you have to make it political? I cannot believe a grown man on the internet is going to argue this, and I haven't watched it ahead of time. But yes, we have to react here. And I can't believe I'm already looking in the comments section and it's just gold. It's just gold. Yes. yes, childbirth is woke. The dangers of childbirth, bringing that up in a medieval show. Before I watched the video, just this potentially could be spoilers for the first episode. But there's so much story elements that they needed this scene. For one, a lot of the Game of Thrones and in real history, there was a lot of inbreeding in the royal lines. So there were more there's context of the king having some medical issues potentially because of that, and it may cause issues with reproducing as well, along with the regular issues with childbirth back in the day without current medicine, and then the whole issue with it's not like forced into the episode either, because the whole issue with a house divided by itself, House Targaryen, what would make them go after each other? What's the most important thing to royalty back in the day is carrying on your line in reproducing and producing an heir. There's so much context in history for this storyline. So much that if someone actually tries to honestly argue this opinion, finger quotes, they're a freaking moron. A freaking moron. There's just so much there. It's gotten to this. Yes, woke is overused. Absolutely. This is so ridiculous and so pathetic that we have men complaining about childbirth, let alone the current world politics of it. They are bringing in the politics in the conversation. This show was produced or written way before the recent Supreme Court overruling. So I do not think it impacted the story. And there's just so much there to go on that it would fit this story. Producing an heir would cause strife within a royal family and the fight for power within a family. What would actually create this animosity towards family members in a royal line is producing an heir and taking power. It just makes so much effing sense. Yes. Thank you, Rhea. And yes, it was amazing. Yes, he doesn't understand. And I had to make this. I'm not going to go live for too long. I thought I had to make this very disturbing thumbnail of Jeremy giving birth. If he's going to complain about it, do it yourself, brah. Why'd they have to make it political? Before we even get to the video, I looked at the comments section, and people are complaining about being forced into the story. Why do they have to ham-fist it in there? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get to... Remember to smash the like button on the replay as well. Let me bring up the video so you can see the comment section as well. I am amazed. I love this show. This show was so good. Here, and it's not like some random weirdo in the comment section just makes a comment and then no one responds to them. This person got 63 upvotes on a stupid comment. Studios really need to stop ham-fisting current year issues into every entertainment property they possibly can. Just when it looked good. I can't help it. These people are morons. These people are morons. Yeah, I could hop in, Matt. I just wanted to cover this. This is so ridiculous. Now, honestly, not to get political, but the gruesomeness of that sequence shows that maybe we shouldn't talk on things we don't personally understand, that, you know, men do not give childbirth. I got to be careful there. Men men do not produce children on their own without, you know. So maybe we shouldn't be deciding for other people. Yes. Let me get to Rhea's comment here. The birthing scene edited with cuts to the tournament was so rich in allegory, is given and taken away constantly in the episode. Wow, yeah. It was hard to watch for me. Yes. Absolutely. Very, very good. Poor Max. Okay. Well, let's react to it. Well, we only have 10 viewers. Oh, I guess I went live short notice. Please remember to smash the like button. And let's get to this reaction. Of course, something to complain about. I really believe that he just makes the title and tries to fit the video towards the title that he knows is going to get clicks. He always says full, like Tropic Thunder, going full, you know what? Full Game of Thrones season 8 already? How is that season 8? I have to hear this. Thank God it's only 3 minutes 51 seconds. Oh yeah, this is a great time. Rhea, I just hope that the first episode of Rings of Power can live up to the quality that we got from House of Dragons. I mean, that surpassed all my expectations.
After the disaster known as Game of Thrones Season 8, many people speculated what would happen
Translation, anti-SJW translator Max here. I need money. I need money, and I need to get ahead of hating something. Let me see. Figure drawing. Yeah. Look, I don't even know how to address. Like, I don't even know what's possible anymore, and I'm not exactly. I'm just like, okay, I don't know what's possible. I don't want to. I'm not against anything. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
With House of the Dragon, the prequel to Game of Thrones. How would people respond? How would the showrunners and the creatives respond to the massive backlash, the all-time collapse of what a lot of people considered the greatest show of all time before season 8 happened? Many people wondered what would happen after that collapse. How would they handle it? Well, the show premiered last night on HBO, and I think generally speaking, it got positive vibes for the most part. I watched it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was fine, but it definitely had
the woke
stench to it from Game of Thrones season 8, and it's hard to really move away from that. But for what they did, it was fine. It was a decent first episode. Well, now we have a
oh my God! All right, before he gets angry, let's see. Rhea says, "I think Viserys is trying to make up for her mistakes with his brother and atone to his daughter by giving her the throne, but he doesn't realize he doomed him yet again, destroying another life." Wow. All right. After watching Call season 6 and Dexter Newblood, I think we're too harsh on season 8. I want to go back and watch it too, but this is just more exciting.
Directly from the showrunners that there was a scene in this first episode that was all about Roe v. Wade.
That's not what they... No, moron. It says, it feels more timely and impactful than ever is the quote here. This is the person probably bounding in the comics, framing a title of an article. House of the Dragon showrunner and actor claims childbirth scene is about Roe v. Wade, and this is the actual quote. It feels more timely and impactful than ever because of the real world events where people bring politics into everything and want to force their politics on other people. That's why it feels more timely, Not that it was created because of this Supreme Court ruling. I'm going to have to bring up the goddamn article now, too. Let me see. Bounding in the comics. God damn it. You see how he spends everything and how Bounding in the Comics does too? House of the Dragon. What is the actual quote from the person? All right. I gotta bring up the article too to fact check Jeremy after this is done. Okay. Yes, the month is ending and Bill. You know, facts, Rhea, facts. That's why I'm making a video now when I'm tired, is because my views were going down. Not that I didn't want to react to something too. Not that I don't want to make content. I thought this would be a quick topic I could go live on. You're right. Bill's hard too, but for him too. Yes, RJ, can you pop in for a second? We're only going to do a reaction, and then we're going to move on. It's about childbirth being woke now, if you're available. And then I'm going to hop over to Matt's. Childbirth is woke now. Childbirth is woke. Okay.
And not get out of their own way. They are trying to destroy this show before it even gets started.
What?
Holy shit. These people are so out of touch with reality.
You are. You're out of touch with reality until you experience childbirth for yourself. And I'm not, and I would be scared too. If I could, I would be scared too. You do not understand. They're saying that it's more timely now because of the, without modern medicine, especially with how childbirth is and how it can actually be dangerous too in certain situations. You know? It's just saying it feels more timely and impactful than ever. It just happened to be because it was an important story point. But it's there because of the story. It's not forced into there. It's not.
Here you have House of the Dragon showrunners and actors claim childbirth scene is about Roe v. Wade.
No, that's not what they claim. That's what you see what happens here? God damn it. You see what happens here? It's the Bounding in the Comics writing the title. And what's in the quotes? It feels more timely and impactful than ever. That's what the showrunner is saying. I mean, I got to see the whole quote now.
Feels more timely and impactful than ever.
Yes, exactly.
You are telling a story.
Yes,
that takes place in a fictional world.
Yeah, with childbirth,
dragons, and murder, and all of these horrible things.
Yeah, childbirth is intense. As much as I know about it, can be.
And you're focused on a virtue signal.
No, it's not. It's not. You can't deal with anything without saying that it's woke or virtue signal. People cannot deal with real life issues without suggesting this. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, Rhea. Viserys complaining about a backsore while his wife is going through her soon-to-be 6th failed pregnancy. Unbelievable. Yes. Fictional world it may be, but childbirth and women dying in childbirth was very much a real thing. Yes. Oh my God. They're allowed to write Mary, they're allowed to write their articles. Oh, yes, he is mad at childbirth. Hey, Bradley. Hey, how's it going? Oh my goodness. Childbirth is now woke. It's now injecting politics talking about childbirth and fictional movies. We've reached a new goalpost. We've moved the goalpost. You can't talk about women. You can't talk about women having to deal with any hardship at all. Otherwise, it's politically angled. But like Rhea said, a man can talk about his back sore, and that's cool.
Holy shit. This is why so many people have no faith in Hollywood. This is why I continue to say over and over and over again.
It added so much to the story, to the whole first episode. This was a pivotal scene. This is exactly why he had to promote his daughter. This is like the most pivotal scene in the freaking episode, and they're going to try to say it's forced. This is the reason he has to pick his daughter as an heir, and he has, and his brother starts to have animosity towards him because he feels he deserves it, and his brother can't produce an heir, and he's, oh my God, it's so integral to the story. Oh my God.
Do not give them any benefit of the doubt. They don't deserve it.
Don't give them, Jeremy, benefit of the doubt. They don't deserve it. They haven't thought this out. He hasn't done any research. And you know, when I debated him a few times, he's like, "Do your research, Max." I'm like, "Where's your research?" RJ says he's just trying to grift off House of the Dragon because his videos in the final season game. Yes. Jeremy's time of the month. Oh my goodness.
They don't deserve any of your respect. They have to earn your respect. They deserve nothing. You cannot give these freaks anything, because the moment you give them anything, they will take everything. These people hate your guts. They are all about pushing their agenda.
He literally is making one video here. He just recycles everything he says, doesn't give any context, doesn't do any research at all, and just is spouting off nonsense. Go to the quote at least. No, he doesn't. I'm going to have to get the context after this.
That's all they care about. That's all that's on their mind. And until proven otherwise, they don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. So here you have it. House of the Dragon got a decent start. And before the second episode even comes out, these people are already pushing their personal bullshit into this story. A story.
No, any rational person would say, wow, that scene was pretty intense. And, you know, if you're someone that actually thinks about other people than yourself, it's not a narcissist, you might actually say, oh, wow, that's pretty intense. I can kind of understand why not every pregnancy, and I'm not getting into the politics of it, but every pregnancy may not go to its natural conclusion as another argument. You know, we've had so much a history of violence in Hollywood and movies, but this is something that is consistently skated over in stories. And maybe if it wasn't, people would realize what we put on women and how we actually continue on. You know, women produce babies, and it can be intense and dangerous for them as well in different situations. Yes, Bradley, that's Childbirth is now woke because the showrunner says it feels more timely and impactful than ever because of the intense childbirth scene in House of the Dragons episode 1, when it literally had so much to do with the context of the story.
With dragons, a fantasy world, but let's push our real world politics into it. It feels more timely and impactful than ever. So brave and stunning. They can't stay out of their own way. Unbelievable.
So stunning and brave yourself, Jeremy, to talk, you know, to criticize women and childbirth, being a white man, a 40-year-old white male on the internet, calling yourself a geek and gamer. Very stunning and brave.
What did you think of House of the Dragon
It was
episode
amazing.
1? Again, I thought it was fine.
And even though that scene was hard to watch for me, I realized the importance of this in the story. It set up the whole series, this scene, based on what was going on.
But clearly, this is going to have a massive impact on how people are viewing not only this show, but the people involved with the show and what their ultimate motivations are. And again, after episode...
You don't know what people's motivations are? They just said the scene plays all the showrunner said. For the people in the back, all the showrunner said was that it feels more timely and impactful than ever. Because of the current situation and discussion about women and childbirth.
Game of Thrones season 8, after that all-time collapse, you have to understand that fans are going to be very concerned, and for you to use this scene as a virtue signal to pull the real world into it, it's insane. But that's what we continue to call out. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Again, follow us, please, over on...
No, thanks. Wow. Very easy to just pull content out of your ass. It's, you know, it's amazing that he has so much. Well, actually, Voltaire, it kind of did, because it explained the difficult decisions for some women. You know, you don't know every situation, or some young girls, not even maybe women, that find themselves in the situation. All right. Let me bring up the article now here, and then we'll end the stream. We got to find this quote from... Oh, actually, let's bring up this article as well, because this is great. House of the Dragon premiere on HBO Max draws nearly 10 million viewers. History was made, forget that, at HBO with the debut of House of Dragons. Let me make this bigger here. Prequel drew 9.986 million viewers across linear and HBO Max platforms on U.S. Sunday, the largest audience for any new original series in the history of the pay cabler. Cabler? I don't know. The premiere also marked the largest series launch on HBO Max across the U.S., Latin America, and EMEA, Europe, and the Middle East and Africa, driving what HBO calls an unprecedented level of concurrent streams on the platform. Typically, Sunday night viewership for an HBO series will represent just 20 to 40% of the show's total gross audience, according to the network. The debut also topped Game of Thrones, 2011 premiere by almost 350% in terms of viewers. Of course, there was no HBO Max back then, and streaming was a minor part of the TV industry. Another bit of trivia: Game of Thrones' 82-minute series finale in 2019 burned all HBO records with 19.33 million sets of eyeballs across linear viewing, which included the now extinct HBO Go and HBO Now. I predict that it's going to, by the season finale, it's going to smash that 9.986. I think it's going to get good word of mouth for sure. And now let's get to the Bounding in the Comics article, because we have to. Read this shit. Okay. House of the Dragon showrunner and actor claim Childbirth scene is about Roe v. Wade. It feels more timely and impactful than ever. John F. Trent. The House of the Dragon showrunner Miguel Sapochnik and actress Cyan Brooke both recently detailed that in this show's opening episode that the childbirth scene that takes place is all about Roe v. Wade. In the House of the Dragon, Cyan Brooke's Emma Targaryen goes into labor with what the kingdom hopes is the next Targaryen king. Very important to the story. During labor complications, Labor complications arise, and it's revealed the baby is breech, meaning the baby's feet are emerging first rather than his or her head. The Grand Master informs Viserys Targaryen about the complication. During a difficult birth, it sometimes becomes necessary for the father to make an impossible choice to sacrifice one or to lose them both. Actually, it's anti-woke. It's actually anti-woke because the man makes the decision for the woman. You know, Viserys approves an unmedicated cesarean section and it goes wrong. Emma is pinned down and the surgery is performed. She doesn't survive the surgery and bleeds out with Viserys weeping over her body. The infant son also dies within hours of being removed from the womb. Sapochnik in an email to the Los Angeles Times specifically discussed the scene. I know it may sound extreme, but we wanted it to be difficult to watch. We wanted people to remember that no matter what they thought of Viserys, he did this and he could never take it back. Yeah, he might be haunted by it. He decided for her. It is the story's inciting incident. It needs to be strong and unflinching, he added. It is. He went on to detail that the wording the Grandmaster uses specifically, "a father gets to choose," was intentional. The idea being that Queen Aemma doesn't get to choose her fate, and even though she's right there, King Viserys and the Grandmaster never think to consult her, and she is so powerless over a decision about her own body, he explained. And honestly, that doesn't seem forced at all based on, this is fictional, but the time, medieval times when they're explaining in a king, very realistic, very realistic. He would also tell the outlet that he hopes that the hope and intention of the show is to moralize his own political beliefs. He explained, the hope and intention of the show, this is what the article writer is saying. Now let's get to the quote. The hope and intention of the show, beyond the primary one of entertainment, is to shine a light on how the experience of men and women in this world has parallels to our own past and present. Now, I do see where that could be considered as bringing it into, but that makes stories better if you have some real world context and it adds to the impact of the story that you can withdraw from reality. They need to wake up. Jeremy needs to wake up. It can add to the story. All right, let me get back here. He went on to inform the outlet that the theme of the childbirth scene is torture writing. Each birth in the show has a theme, just as the battles I filmed in the past have a central concept. The theme of this birth scene was torture. Now, this is, again, there's no proof here. They're absolutely lying. The showrunner then made it clear that it was all about Roe v. Wade, saying, it feels more timely and impactful than ever. Actress Cyan Brooke would also make it clear the scene was all about pushing a political and moral message. This is, again, the person writing the article. This is what you have to do. Now get to the quote. It's quite hard to think now as a woman to put yourself in Emma's position. It's so vulnerable to think that what you are, a vessel for childbirth. She added, you've got this battle showing man's eternal quest for power and status. And then within that, you've got this woman who's at the mercy of a man's decision. Brooke further detailed, you think you've made this huge leap forward with women being able to make decisions about their bodies. It's quite shocking that sadly there is some similarity between that and centuries ago. This is less about injecting a political agenda and more realizing that fictional storytelling may be in parallel to current world issues, and that's sad. It's more as a realization that what they wrote isn't that far removed from reality right now by other people making decisions for women that are going to that are pregnant. It's more of a realization of what's going on instead of injecting and forcing. All right. Both Sapochnik and Brooks' logic are clearly flawed. What? Not to mention their clear promotion. Whoa. Here we go. Talk about agenda. I'm not even going to read that. First, the Catechism of the Catholic Church make it clear. What? Whoa. They're getting into, they're preaching here. I'm gonna end this article now. Oh my God. Now they're just preaching, talking about agenda and force. Holy shit. Did you see that? You see this? There was nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with what they were saying, and just realizing that unfortunately we're not have progressed as we thought we were, and it's an important decision. And then this person that's writing the article just starts preaching, brings the church into it. Talk about agenda and forced into where it doesn't need to be. There's so much forced into this article. This is absolute bullshit. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's where we'll end it here. I think if anything, I would have liked to hear Emma have an introspective moment of her life or confide in her daughter about the future or something. And Rhea, I would have liked that too. And that's why I don't think it should have been in there. Because if you go back to what the showrunner, that actually those quotes that the showrunner was saying was very insightful, is it was torture. And the thing that made it more torturous is not only did she not have a say in anything, she didn't get to decide anything. She had no time to prepare. It's like, this is happening now. You can't say anything to anyone. You don't get decisions. You can't talk to anyone. It's just, this is happening now. That made it even more aggressive and impactful and torturous scene, is because she didn't get those moments and to confide in her daughter or anything. That made it more brutal and emotional, and I think made it better. All right. I think that's where we'll wrap it up. I just wanted to give you some quick content when I woke up, spent some time with the dogs, seeing what was happening on the internet. Thought I could react, made a funny thumbnail, and I'm sorry it's if this gives you nightmares of Jeremy reproducing, maybe. And childbirth is now woke. Remember, the goalpost has moved. Yes. See, I sometimes better storytelling is not what we want. I would have liked that too, but then that would have not lessened the blow, but it wouldn't made it as impactful. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, Voltaire. We'll try to come back tomorrow and we'll have a discussion. And I hope you all to have. Thank you. Have a good night or good morning, everyone. I might go on match stream. We'll see.